Hello, sweet friends. We are on chapter 9, the butterfly effect. This is an important chapter because I think one of the biggest struggles with women today is that they're too attached to the world, and sometimes unknowingly, I don't know what's happened, that we've just missed him so greatly that we feel like we need to put our plate so full of everything of this world, and we leave no space at all for him, for our quiet time, for retreating. We feel like it's so important that our kids are involved in every activity that there is, and we're racing around chasing their schedules. And I know here we stop everything for baseball season. It's like a religion. You've probably heard me say this before, and it makes me crazy because we really do put a lot of things on hold for the baseball field. And truly, when you look at eternal significance, it's just not there. I'm just going to be honest with you. You may have a few of your baseball players that turn out like Tim Tebow that can have impact, but we need to get this. We are here on this world for the glory of the Lord. We're not here to try to climb these successful ladders that have nothing to do with him. I mean, we're truly sent here, put here, placed here for communion and glory for him. And yes, he wants us to enjoy life, but he is always to be our priority. You know, love me with all of your being and love your neighbor as yourself, the greatest commandments. And so, but yet we hardly seek him at all. And so I have a feeling that if you can't pull yourself at times into a cocoon, that he will put you there like he did me. And basically, initially, my first cocoon season, I felt abandoned and betrayed, and I felt like I didn't understand what was going on. I felt like everybody was offending me, and I kind of retreated out of offense. I mean, really, I did. Like, what is going on? This doesn't even make sense. I was just friendships, things were happening with friendships that did not even make sense at all. And I stepped back and I realized then I was so dependent on people. I wanted their approval. I wanted to know what they thought. I couldn't make any decisions without seeking my arsenal of friends' opinions. And then I was so confused with everybody's differing opinions that I couldn't even act. And so I had to get to a place where I learned to hear his voice, where I learned to trust his voice and not need anybody else's voice. I had to get to a place where my help was from the Lord, like Psalms 121 and Isaiah 41. My help is from the Lord. It's not from man. It is from the Lord. And to know those words and depend on those words and not look for, I know if any of you are single mothers or single women, a lot of times you think the answer is a man, you know, and so if there was a man here, then my life would be easier. And so you look for a man to step in and save you, and because you're desperate, you allow the wrong man into your life. And so we have to be intentional with seeking him and let him be our help, and never getting to a point where we're in such great need that we are desperately looking for the voices of others, that we're always looking for him. I think the greatest lesson to learn from the butterfly effect is it's okay to get in a cocoon. It's okay to shut down all your activities and seek the Lord. It's not only okay, but it's necessary. It's necessary to plan a retreat and get away with him. It's necessary to make time alone with him in your day. But there are times when it's okay to unplug from all your social things. It is okay to not play tennis for a season and not be in a social club, and really just seek him and seek his will and seek to be transformed. Because, you know, we were sitting around a table just the other day, our Deuteronomy 16, there's 7 of us, and it is so much fun. I'm going to have to video one day because the mixture of our personalities is hysterical. And we're laughing and we're in tears because of the goodness and how he has put godly women in our lives that have the same heart, and how we're all talking about how we still have nice things and we like nice things, but none of us are attached to nice things. We can all live without nice things, but we're all laughing about those times of our lives when if we weren't in this club or had this purse or had those shoes, we would have just been devastated, you know? And it's like, it's so sad, but we have got to rewire our minds to what has eternal significance. And our time here is but a vapor. That's what James says, but it has eternal impact. It has eternal impact. It's not enough to sit in a church and to walk an aisle. It's not enough. It is absolutely not enough. We have got to start living like we believe, and getting that he is our more, that there is more to this life, that this is so minuscule in the whole grand scheme of things, and that we're missing it. And we're going to look back, some of us, and we're going to have missed him, and we're going to have missed the impact we could have had on our families if we would have decided to do this earlier instead of waiting till our children are gone to find him, to make space for ourselves, to feed the heart and to find him. And then our children are gone and they've missed the change in us, because the change should be evident when you seek the Lord and he changes you. Your family should notice it. And if we're not, if we're waiting until the time is right and it's easier and we don't need and we have money and all these things, if and when this gets here and that, then I'll seek, then we miss it, and we miss him, and our children and those we love miss the impact we can have on their lives. So, sweet friends, I'm just going to say, let this season be a season of being the cocoon with him. If this is your time, if he's calling you there, do not be afraid, because I promise you what he will birth will be nothing short of a butterfly. I love you. Have a blessed day.